What does life look like after weight loss surgery? It's cold. It's very cold. It's freezing. You may think I'm playing, but I'm not. We're at the beginning of 2025, which means at this moment, 2 years ago, I was gearing up for weight loss surgery. I am almost 2 years post gastric sleeve, and my life looks totally different than it did this same time in 2023. I have changed tremendously, and I really do owe it all to my gastric sleeve. It is the start of this beautiful transformation I have had and that you see before you. But that doesn't mean this journey didn't have its own trials and tribulations. So in this video, let's chat about how your life can look different after your own weight loss surgery or GLP-1 journey, or even your own natural weight loss journey from the lens of Janae in my journey, in my experience, and see what you can take moving forward if you're at the beginning of your own journey. But before we get into today's video, if you've never seen my face before, hey girl, hey, my name is Janae and I make a lot of content focused on wellness, fitness, and self-development, and helping you and I live our best healthy and active lives. So if that sounds like something you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you want me to talk more about my weight loss surgery journey, do more weight loss surgery videos, or GLP-1, or whatever the case may be. And comment down below and let me know if you had weight loss surgery, what procedure you had, when is your surgery date, if you're about to get it, same thing applies. If you're taking a GLP-1, what GLP-1 are you taking? When did you start it? Or if you're on a natural weight loss journey, how is it going for you? We make no judgments here. So keep it cute. So for starters, if you're new here, I have lost 124 pounds from my highest weight being 287.2 pounds, and my lowest weight being 163, and I have been coasting out at 165 as of lately. I am 5'5", because I know somebody is going to ask me, which I don't know if I'm coming off taller or shorter, so let me know if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which you should be. How tall do I look to you? Because I always get this question. I'm gonna be 36 years old in May. I am a Gemini, and I am a wife of almost 15 years, and I have two girls. We have two girls, one that's gonna be 14 and one that just turned 4. So yes, a little bit about me. So let's chat about managing our expectations and setting some realistic expectations and goals if you're having weight loss surgery, taking a GLP-1, or doing your weight loss naturally. I went into my weight loss surgery journey very toxic. Like, all I wanted to do was lose weight, which meant that I had very unrealistic expectations. I thought I would lose 100 pounds in 6 months. I thought I would be at my goal weight by the first year. That was my only two expectations. That was the only two things I wanted out of this. And I still didn't get that. I still didn't get that. Like, I had just lost 100 pounds like recently, and I'm still not at my goal weight, which that has changed some, but very unrealistic expectations, very toxic mindset. All I wanted to do was just lose weight, period. So I'm gonna tell you, especially if you're using some type of weight loss tool, you need to manage your expectations. Your tool is going to work, especially if you have weight loss surgery. Your tool is going to work. And the timing and how much, who knows? That is something that you cannot really plan for. You can supersede or you can undersede whatever your goal is. It may take you longer. You may get there quicker. We can't figure that out, but what we can do is trust the process. One thing I did know was that it was gonna work. I always came into my weight loss surgery journey knowing that this was gonna work. I won't have to worry. It is all good. I trusted the process from the very beginning. I always looked at it as the glass is half full. And I feel like that is the reason why I didn't have such a hard time with my weight loss surgery journey like some other people may. That could just be my positive mindset, but I didn't throw up. I was never nauseous. I never was not able to tolerate certain foods and get foods down. Like, maybe that's just the way my body reacted, and maybe that's also my mindset. Who knows? But that's just been my experience. Not to say that you will or won't experience these things no matter what your mindset is, but that's just something I like to keep in the forefront of my brain. Expressing gratitude that I was able to get this tool and that it was gonna work. But as the older I get in this journey, the more I look back and reflect and realize that I wish I would have not rushed myself so much, rushed wanting to get to the end point and wanting to get to the goal so much, and really romanticize this journey, because it's unlike any other journey, especially if you have weight loss surgery, that you will embark on. Like, gone are the days where you are trying to figure this out by yourself. You have a tool that's going to make you lose weight. It's going to make you lose weight. And so now, at least for me, I was able to focus on other things, focus on me, prioritize me, because I wasn't so consumed with losing weight and the process of weight loss. Weight loss surgery is what freed me of that mentally to become the person I am today, because I'm able to think about and process and focus on and develop in other ways. So a little homework for you. If you have certain expectations of weight loss surgery, of your GLP-1, of your natural journey, are they actually manageable? Are they actually measurable? Are they smart? Are they something that you could actually achieve? Is it realistic? Like, I see so many times people are like, I want to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. And it's like, sis, you could do that, and you could do it in a very toxic way, and it will come right back. So, like, what do you want? Are you only focused on weight loss, or are you focused on sustainable weight loss that you won't have to continuously yo-yo diet on, and having a healthy, balanced life? What is it that is your priority? If it's just weight loss, this is not the channel for you, because gone are those days for me. I am no longer just focused on weight loss, and my tips and tools will not just be focused on weight loss. But if you're trying to have a sustainable, lifelong journey that you won't have to go up and down in, and that you're healed up here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now let's chat about the ways that weight loss and my weight loss surgery has changed me and changed my life. Now, I'm gonna be honest here, because the whole fat phobia, fat positivity, body positivity movement, it's sometimes hard to express that you yourself personally do not want to be overweight. You don't want to be fat. You don't want to be obese. That it does not make you feel good. In that movement, it's hard to express that comfortably, because then you get all the commentary that comes with it, especially if you're sharing your journey on social media. And that is just my feelings. That's where I'm at with it. Sometimes when I express something, I may get a bunch of comments that's like, as a Black woman, you should know better, and you shouldn't, and that's fat phobic, and your mindset is, and I'm like, I'm just sharing my thoughts, my journey. And I could definitely check myself and do some self-reflection and evaluation, and understand that some of my thoughts, some rhetoric, something that I may say may come off the wrong way, or may feed into the fat phobic mindset. But just know that I'm not like that. Just know that that's not my intentions. Like, you have to think about the world that we live in, what's always shoved down our throats. And even when you mean to be positive, someone can still take it the wrong way. And so I can't focus on those people, because I know what's in my heart and what my intentions are. And I know I'm not fat phobic or anything like that. I'm giving you that warning because what I'm about to share as far as how weight loss and weight loss surgery has changed my life for the better may trigger you if you are a super fat positive, body positive type of person. Don't mean to offend anybody at all. I'm always sharing how I feel about myself and about my journey and my experience. It's not my outlook on other fat people. That would be very hypocritical. And I've never even thought that way. I don't don't really care about nobody else, to be honest. I'm always just focused on me, like me. I'm never thinking and applying those thoughts to other people. So just a little warning. I did not grow up as an obese kid. My weight issue started when I had my first child, which ding, ding, ding should have been a sign to me that something in my hormones had changed, but now I know. We had our first child when we were both 22. My husband and I are the same age. And I spent my entire 20s and early 30s, because I got weight loss surgery, I was turning 34 that year. So I spent all of my 20s, early 30s in this body that I did not know. I was overweight. I was extremely overweight. I was extremely uncomfortable. I had body dysmorphia in a different way that a lot of people are talking about now. Like when I look at my body, not now, but like 50 pounds ago, when I looked at my body when I was in the light 210s, something like that, I thought I was, the way that I thought I was not what I thought I was, if that makes sense. So my 287 pound, I'm looking at myself, I'm thinking I'm 210. So when I got to 210 and realized, no, there is a big difference between 210 and 287 on my body, it really started to trigger my body dysmorphia, because I'm like, if this is how I look now, what did I look like? What did I look like then? I did a lot of disassociation between my mind and my body. I did not recognize this person I allowed myself to become, because again, I did not grow up this way. I was doing everything that I thought I could to lose the weight, and then I would gain it right back, and I couldn't understand it. And the more failures I kept getting, the further away I was disassociating myself and my body. I wouldn't even look at myself in the mirror anymore. Like I'm talking about day in and day out, not like when I'm getting dressed or putting on makeup, doing my hair. I'm talking about day in and day out. I wouldn't even look at myself in the mirror. I did not allow my family to take pictures and videos of me. I have in my MacBook years of pictures of my husband and our kids, or our oldest. And I'm not in those photos. And if I'm in those photos, it's a selfie. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're a military family, and I would never go back home to New York because my family doesn't know this person. I felt so much shame in who I allowed myself to become. I was at my darkest and my lowest points of my life because I allowed myself to become this person. And it's not specifically tied to the number on the scale, but the habits and the traits and the behaviors that also were associated with the number on the scale. For me, that number on the scale was associated with my laziness and not working out consistently. That number on the scale was associated with my binge eating habits and sneaking food and eating overly food and waking up in the middle of the night to get more food. Like, it was tied to just everything that was wrong with me was associated with my weight. They were interlinked, and I disassociated my mind from my body. And I didn't recognize who I allowed myself to become. And on top of that, I was unhealthy. Not only did I have internal issues that I'm just now figuring out after my pregnancy, Hashimoto's, PCOS, hypothyroidism, but now with my obesity, I have high blood pressure. I'm pre-diabetic. I have high cholesterol. Like, not only is my self-esteem and my mental health going down, but also my health is going down. So it took a lot for me to even want to do weight loss surgery. And when I got it and I did it, and I started to go through my journey and started seeing the changes, not even associated with the weight, but again, the behaviors, the habits, the traits, the person. I'm starting to become Janae again, not Janae, just the wife and the mother and the student and the worker, but just Janae. I started to find her again, and a new version of her, because I'm grown now. I'm beyond grown now from the last time I saw Janae. So the way weight loss surgery has changed my life is that it allowed me to find myself again, because again, I wasn't so focused on weight loss. And there's been a developing journey. It's still going. It's still going. And I cannot wait to see the person I continue to grow and to blossom into. Weight loss surgery allowed me to heal my relationship with food, because a lot of the issues that I was having being obese was associated with food. My boredom eating, my emotional eating, and it didn't matter what the emotion was. Like, I was eating, my binge eating, like, I have a tool and a method that literally restricts me from doing those behaviors. And it pressured me to figure out, why are you turning to food to begin with? I tell people all the time on Instagram and TikTok, and if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, go ahead and follow me. I make a lot of different type of content over there. But I tell them all the time, weight loss surgery is literally a mental journey. You are going to go through so much mentally that you're gonna go through physically. So don't worry about the physical, worry about the mental. Not only did weight loss surgery allow me to heal my relationship with food, it allowed me to find food freedom and what that looked like for me, because it's gonna look different for everyone. I knew after weight loss surgery, I was not gonna be the perfect bariatric patient. I didn't want to. That's literally why I chose the gastric sleeve, because I would have a little wiggle room to kind of do whatever it is I want. But it allowed me to define, what do I want my life to look like after weight loss surgery? Because eventually I'm gonna stop losing weight. So what does the rest of my life look like? No matter how long it takes for me to actually lose the weight, whether it was gonna be 6 months or 18 months, eventually I stopped losing weight. So what does that look like? And I knew I didn't want to be super restrictive. I knew I did not want to just be this 100% broccoli and chicken breast person for the rest of my life. I wanted to be able to drink alcohol if I want to, be able to have sugary stuff, be able to have fast food and takeout and fried and whatever the case may be. I wanted to enjoy my life and enjoy the moments. I did not have this tool to be a slave to this tool and in prison in my own body. And of course, as the months have gone by, and now almost 2 years have gone by, I have changed what food freedom looks like for me. So yeah, if I want a cocktail, I'll have it. But this year I decided I don't even want to drink alcohol anymore. And it's not because of transfer addiction or anything like that. I just don't want to. I just don't want to. And that is freedom for me. Or I've started to connect with my body more and pay attention to how my body feels after eating certain food. And yeah, like I said, I want to have balance and moderation and eat these sugary things and fast food things and fried food things. But I've also grown in this journey that I'm like, I don't want to consume those things because it makes me feel bad. So I actually may want to be a chicken breast and broccoli kind of girl. Not really, but eat clean and pay attention to my ingredients. And not because of weight loss or maintaining my weight. And that is the freedom part about it. I'm not doing these things because of a body aesthetic or weight loss or anything like that. It's because I'm paying attention to how my body feels now. And that feels good. That feels good to finally do something that's not focused on weight loss. Another change I experienced, weight loss surgery allowed me to heal my relationship with fitness. So if you don't know, I used to be in the military 15 years ago, and I was an extremely active person. When I started my weight issues, my weight management issues, it was in the Army when I was my most fittest and active of my life. And yet I still struggled. And because of that, it kind of triggered me. And so I used to abuse the mess out of fitness, running every single day, 2 times a day, working out several times a day, making sure I didn't leave the gym unless I burned 1,000 calories. And I hated it. I hated it. I hated it so much. I was resentful to fitness. But on this journey, I had to take a step back at one point after weight loss surgery from working out, because I was using it for weight loss. And I'm like, I'm not really feeling this. And technically I'm still losing weight. That's me abusing my tool. But no, it was me utilizing my tool and allowing my mind to heal. So I knew I'm losing weight whether I work out or not. I'm using my tool. I'm in my honeymoon stage of weight loss surgery. So I backed off of fitness for a while. until I started to enjoy it again. And I started enjoying running again. If you watch any of my race day vlogs, I started to pick up hiking now that we're in the state of Washington, which I have a hiking vlog coming up soon. Like, I started to move my body in ways that I used to hate or I never thought would be possible. And again, it's not for me to burn the most calories or anything. It's just for me to do. And I'm not afraid to switch up my routine. I'm not afraid to try something new. I just want to be active for the rest of my life. Another way weight loss surgery and weight loss in general has allowed me to change my life is how I feel about myself. And that is probably the greatest thing that I have embarked on. I am a woman in her mid-30s who is not having any more children. I am just focused on loving on my husband and the 2 girls that we have. But I'm allowing room to love on me, to make me the priority again, because before, and not at anyone else's fault, but before I poured so much into everyone else and wasn't pouring enough into me. And so in this phase of my life, that's what I'm doing. I am pouring into Janae. I'm figuring out what Janae likes, even outside of wellness and fitness. Like, what do I like? I like reading. I like self-development content. I like my makeup. I like trying to figure that out. I like hair. I like girly stuff, period. I like going to get my nails done. I like spending money and time on me, on whatever it is that I want to do. Solo dates and etc., etc., etc. I'm getting to know Janae again, so that when people ask me, tell me about yourself, I don't have to just say, I'm Janae and I'm a wife and I'm a mom. There's more to you than that. This is the girly page. Hi to the men who support. Thank you for watching. But this is a girly page, okay? I make content for the girls, for the women, for the moms, for the wives, young and old. It's time to get back in touch with us and figure out what we want. When our kids are grown, or God forbid, we outlive our husbands. Not God forbid, I want to outlive my husband. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to have stuff that isn't just consumed with other people. What about you? My fashion sense is changing. And yes, I'm dressing for the body that I have, and I have loose skin, and eventually one day I'll be able to afford to get my loose skin removed. But I'm having fun with my clothing and trying new things and feeling so good about the clothing that I'm in. And I just did like a little try on haul at American Eagle, and I've talked about just being able to tuck a little bit of my shirt into my jeans and like not having to worry about my stomach. Like, it's the little things. It honestly really is the little things that the obese version of myself did not appreciate, did not get to enjoy, did not have, because I just was so disconnected from my body. And now I'm not. I'm connected with everything about me. And I think the biggest compliment after weight loss surgery and losing weight is not even about the way I look. It's the way I look as far as my glow, my aura, my happiness, and not any physical compliments. It's about like, man, something about you is different. And it's an inner healing that I have that's glowing on the outside that is touching people now. I'm actually smiling more because I used to hate smiling because my cheeks were so big. Like, you know, it's all of the little things that I'm loving now. So why am I even telling you about how weight loss surgery and weight loss has changed my life? Like, how is this relevant to you? Well, I get a lot of comments from people who want me to help them along their journey, which this is why I make these videos. This is why I make my Instagram and my TikToks and my shorts and my long form content. I want to help as many people as I can. But I see that you guys are stuck at the goal and getting there as quickly and losing as much as possible. And trust me, I get it, because obviously we talked about that. That's where I was at. But I like to bring perspective to people, especially if you're watching my long form videos, because this is where I get to do these chats. I like you to remember that weight loss is just one little singular part of this journey. It changes and it transforms so many times. Change is the only thing that's guaranteed in our lives. Things will continuously change. I could have never expected that this is where I would be at 2 years later while I was going through my requirements to get approved for weight loss surgery, because that's literally what I was doing in January of 2023. And I'm always going to continue to help y'all, but I can sense the frustration because I'm the person that's on the other side. I'm the person that is where you want to be at. And so the advice I'm giving you is realistic advice, and it's gonna be, that's not changing. But I get it. Like it is frustrating when it's like, when I tell you to relax, the stall will break, trust the process. And you're like, okay with the positivity already. Like, I get it. I get exactly where you're at. But this is why I'm sharing my story and my testimony of how weight loss surgery has changed my life and how I have evolved and changed. And I'm not even 2 years post-op yet, because the weight loss part of it is just a small part of it. And I really want y'all to focus on the mental and the longevity. I don't want you to be the person that is at, because a lot of people are starting to get the weight regain at 2 years instead of the 5 years that we typically hear about. I don't want any of us, including myself, to go through that. And I feel like we go through that when we haven't done the work up here, and when we haven't really healed ourselves with our relationship with food and fitness and just lifestyle changes overall, and that we haven't expressed gratitude and really continuously, constantly reflect on where we used to be and growing from that. I hope my little testimony has been helpful and thought-provoking for you and made you reflect on your journey, whether you're about to start it, whether you're in the middle of it, or whether you're into it, well into it, beyond where I'm at. Enjoyed this video? Make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time I post a new video. Make sure you're following me on TikTok and Instagram. On TikTok, while we still have it, I'm always hosting lives. And on Instagram, I'm super active in my stories. I have a broadcast channel, and we can just chat more over there. So make sure you follow me on those two platforms. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.